Do you want to know how to manifest by detachment? It's very easy, actually. So, if you have a circumstance in your life that, let's say, is less than pleasurable, right? If you're dealing with a situation where you're maybe going through a breakup, or you're going through some sort of drama, or there's something going on at work, or there's a situation that is making you miserable or unhappy, and you're wishing to change that situation around and bring peace into your life and have this situation dissipate, right? In order for you to be able to move forward in a light, happy way and create your life in a positive and abundant and manifest the things that you want in your life, right? So the key to detachment is understanding that everything in our vibrational field here on Earth is an illusion, right? So everything is a story. Everything that is in your life right now is a story. So whatever you give attention to is what is going to continue or manifest in your life. So if you're paying a ton of attention to this issue, right, to this problem or to this situation, and you're letting it upset you, and you're letting it get the best of you, and you're focusing on it more and more, and you're gaining fear and you're gaining anxiety over it, and you feel like you're starting to lose your mind over it, right? Because it's consuming your thoughts, it's taking over in your energy, and then you seem to find that, like, oh my God, you start feeling like things are crashing out around you, things are falling up to pieces, right? Maybe you fall into some sort of depression, or you feel like you take a setback, right? The way to detach from that is to take your attention away from whatever that is that's causing the problem. If you're dealing with a situation where it's going on, you need to detach from it, kind of take yourself out of it and put yourself in a different alignment, right? In like a state of godlike alignment. This is what I call godlike alignment. This is where you find within yourself, right? So you take yourself out of your situation and you put yourself into your mind, into where you want to be, into a state of peace, into a state of calm, and you kind of just ignore what's going on. You ignore it like it's not even happening. You completely ignore it. And when you completely take your attention away from the problem, and you put your attention on abundance, on happiness, on God, on love, on the things that make you feel joy, and not the things that make you feel afraid, not the things that make you feel scared, not the things that make you feel upset, not the things that are going to knock you off your path. You need to take that stuff and say, that's not my story. This is my story. This is just something that I don't want in my vibration. I don't want this in my alignment. I don't want this in my life. And literally take yourself out of it, right? Take yourself out of that energy. Put yourself into a state of, I hate to say delusion, but more of a state of godlike energy, to where you are in your own vibrational alignment. You are in yourself. You know that you're safe. You know you're protected. You know that spirit has you. You know that you're in a state of alignment and that there is no other story that's going to be scary. There is no boogeyman that's going to hurt you. And it's fear, it's intimidation, it's spiritual warfare. It's just an attack on your mind, right? So if you can take control of your mind and get rid of that problem in your mind, even it may still even be present, but if you could take your attention away from it and ignore it, then it has no choice but to dissipate, and it has no choice but to not exist in your reality because you're not paying any attention to it. So it's almost as if you see this pair of scissors right here, right? So we're both looking at this pair of scissors. Well, I could throw this pair of scissors on the floor, and now this pair of scissors, it's no longer there. You don't see it anymore. So if that pair of scissors is still annoying you, it shouldn't be, because it's no longer present in our vibration. So what you're doing is you're just keeping the vibration alive by keeping the picture of the scissors in your head. So take the story, take the problem, and disassociate from it, right? I mean, totally disassociate yourself from it. Go into a state of godlike alignment. Think positive thoughts. Think happy thoughts. The scissors are gone. They're not here anymore. So now we can focus on happier things. We can focus on joy. We could focus on laughter. We could focus on fun. We could focus on what it is you want to manifest. What do you guys want to manifest? Let me know. I mean, do you want to manifest money? Do you want to manifest love? Do you want to manifest abundance? The key to manifestation is to live in godlike state, to live in your story, the story you want, not the story that gets brought in by outside people, not the story that you can look out and see what you want, oh, this is going on, that's going on, this is going on. No, you need to put yourself in your own state of alignment, know what you want to manifest, what you want to create in your life. And anything that doesn't match your story, throw it out like the scissors. It doesn't exist. It has no choice but to dissipate. I mean, it may not dissipate in the physical, but it's going to dissipate in your vibration. And dissipating in your vibration is going to do nothing but bring you in blessings and peace and calm, and put you in a state to be able to overcome pretty much any circumstance that you find yourself in. So disassociate from whatever negative story you have in your head. Stay in the positive story you want for yourself. Think the positive thoughts. Go to happy places. Think happy things. Look at happy pictures. Paint, draw, create. Go out into the world. Shut off social media. Do whatever you have to do to ignore that other story and to put yourself in the story that you want to create. And you live that story in your mind, because in your mind is all that matters, because we create through our mind. So whatever reality we're living is the reality we're going to live. And I mean, if someone else thinks that that's delusional, I mean, fine. I'd rather be delusional and walk around in a state of happiness and delusion and breeze through life, making it look effortlessly, because I don't need to worry. I know that I have that story in my head, and any other story that tries to invade my thoughts, that I can just disillusion it. And by disillusioning it, I can walk in peace and I can manifest, and abundance follows me, and it will follow you too. You just have to stay on that high flying disc. You have to stay on that positive alignment. And by doing that, I'm basically just asking you to detach from the negative story, the negative situation. Take yourself out of that and put yourself in a state of happiness. Sit down for a couple minutes. Imagine yourself in a beautiful place or somewhere that makes you very happy, or with someone that makes you very happy, or what your future is going to look like, or what you're going to feel like driving your new car, or how it's going to be in your new house. And you just think that way. Just take minute by minute of your day and just know that you're being protected by spirit, and that you're being guided through your day through alignment. And just be positive and be happy. And whatever experience tries to come into your life to drag you down into that negative alignment, whatever tries to knock you off of that high flying disc, and it will happen. That's all about contrast. That's how you know if you're on the high flying disc. And it's okay if you get knocked off. You just come right back on, right? You get knocked off, you get back on. Everybody's going to get knocked off here and there, especially if you're a beginner. So, don't beat yourself up about it. You just get back on the positive outcome. You just think to yourself and you say to yourself, this is not what I want to manifest. And I don't want this reality. This story is not true. This is not my story. This is my story. This is the way I'm living. This is what I am. I'm not focused on lack, on drama, on, what I don't have, or fear, or anxiety, or somebody trying to hurt me or sabotage me, or, you don't have to worry about those things. Because the only way those things can exist is if you put your intention and your energy into them. If you ignore those things and you don't make them part of your reality, then they can't be part of your reality. So that's there, 1313 on the clock, is your message today regarding detachment and manifestation. If you're interested in more manifestation videos, subscribe, share, love the channel, and stay with me for more videos. And until next time, be blessed.